I'm James Sweeney, and here is your morning market brief. We first begin on Boston as it suffered a terrifying night of violence, and a suspected marathon bomber still remains at large this afternoon. The suspect has been reported as 19-year-old Dr. Sarnev, a legal U.S. resident. The second suspected bomber, reportedly Sarnev's brother, was killed during a police pursuit that led authorities across the city. Now first we take a look at Asia as it was trading slightly higher to close out the week, with Japan's Nikkei 225 index up 0.73% and the MSCI's Asia Pacific index that was up 0.9%. Meanwhile, commodities, they finally appear to be stabilizing after spending the past week in freefall. Oil, gold, and silver were all trading higher. And according to reports from Reuters, Blackstone has pulled out of talks to buy Dell. The private equity firm is citing floundering PC sales. Meanwhile, the FAA will announce Friday that it has approved Boeing's plans to fix the 787 Dreamliner's battery glitches. This according to reports based out of mostly the New York Times. And former Pakistani President Pervez Musharraf was placed under house arrest overnight. He's accused of unlawfully detaining judges over a 2007 constitutional crisis. And now we will take a look at the earnings recap. We have Google beating profits and falling short on revenue. Non-GAAP earnings came in at $11.58 versus $10.69 expected. Revenues came in at $13.97 billion versus $14.04 billion. Microsoft's earnings beat and revenues were in line. Earnings came in at 73 cents versus 68 cents per share expected. Revenues were in at $20.49 billion versus $20.56 billion expected. And IBM missed on profits and sales, $3 versus $3.05 expected. Revenues of $23.41 billion versus $24.62 billion expected. The company's systems and technology unit, that was down 17%. And Chipotle, that beat big on earnings and revenue. Earnings came in at $2.45 versus $2.14 expected. Revenues came in at $726.8 million versus $724.8 million expected. Company officials did cite increasing traffic, and as well as it continued to offset rising food as well as rent costs.